Morning everyone, welcome to PUC Online Classroom. Today we're going to continue our lesson, but before I talk about the lesson today, I would like to talk a little bit about uh, our lesson on Friday because I left you some kind of homework right there. So I also attached the answer with you in this lesson so you can check your answer and you can compare how different they are, and if you have any question you can ask me. All right, so now we're going to start grammar, which is the second grammar in this unit. First conditional. I think some of you probably have learned what first conditional is, and if you don't, that's okay. We're going to focus more details about that. So let's begin with first conditional definition a little bit. So what is it exactly? They said first conditional sentences describe real possibilities. When we talk about possibilities, everybody, it just 60 or 70 or 80 or 90% happens. We don't know exactly that it's going to happen, 100%. We are not really sure. It just only the possibilities. All right, first conditional again is about future possibilities, and how possible are they? It depends on the models we're gonna use. All right, I will talk about that in a couple minutes. So let's continue definition right here. Use present tense or present simple tense in the if clause, or you can say the condition, and use will in the main clause, the result. Okay, and let's take a read a little bit about the example right here. If it take public transportation, we'll save money. If it take public transportation, we won't get stressed out. Air pollution will get worse. Here is the form. Everybody, we have two forms. The first, you can start with if clause. If subject verb 1, or you can say present verb. Present verb right here, it refers to present simple tense. All right, an object, and after that you have to use comma. Okay, and then subject will, can, could, may, or might with verb base and object. So let me explain the differences between verb 1 or present verb and verb base right here, or base verb. Okay, verb 1 or present verb right here refers to the verb that is changed according to the subject. So if the subject is he, she, or it, for example, we have to add s or es, so according to the subject. All right, on the other hand, base verb is a verb that we don't change. All right, whatever subject right here, even though the subject is he, she, or it, base verb remains the same. All right, we don't add s or es. And the reason why we use base verb right here just because of these models. And as I explained a little bit earlier, I said first conditional is about possibility, or you can say future possibility. So they are different in terms of the way you use models right here. But most of the time you don't happen to see could. But in this lesson, we also include could in the possibility. All right. And if you want to find out how different among these model verbs, I can simply say will is stronger. All right, and then you can use can or could right here together. They are equal, and can or could are stronger than may, and may is stronger than might. All right, so whatever possibility, all right, it is you. It depends on you. Okay, so you can use whatever models right here, but you need to make sure how certain you are whenever you talk about the result of that. Okay, or you can write another form. You can begin with the main clause right here first. So you can use main clause first by having subject, will, can, could, may, or might with base and object. But there is no comma right here, everybody. So in this case, it is different from the first. So the first you see comma right here, and but the second one you don't because you use if clause in a second. So actually they are the same. It is up to you whether you want to use the first way or the second way. It doesn't matter. Well, let's take a look at this example and find out exactly what I mean. Verb 1, present verb and base. Okay, so if she has enough money, she will buy a new house. Look at has right here. Because the subject is she, then we have to use has. We have to change the verb accordingly. So we need to use present tense verb or verb 1. Okay, and look at she and buy right here. So the reason we don't add as for buy just because of this model. Okay, and this model will. Okay, so when we have model, the verb after the model must be base. Okay, no matter what subject. All right, that's why we have she will buy, not she will bikes. So it is incorrect if you say she will buy. All right, or you can simply say she will buy a new house if she has enough money. Okay, so you have two different ways to write. And another example with different subject, if they work hard, they may pass the exams. All right, so this one I begin with the if clause and then I move to the second clause. They may pass the exam if they work hard. So right here you can use may, will, can, could, or might. It depends on how certain, how clear you are, how sure you are. So whenever you are around 60 or 70%, maybe 60% sure, then you can use may. Or maybe you are not really sure, you make sure that you feel like around 50%, then you can use might. Okay, and I cannot give you the exact percentage of this model, but just so you know that will is stronger than can or could is stronger than may or might. All right, so you can use whatever you want to. It depends on how sure you are. Okay, so if you have questions about first conditional, you can leave me in a comment below, or you can go to Telegram group chat. Okay, that's it for this grammar point, and we can move back, we can come back to our lesson. Part A, you need to write these two clauses or two sentences and an if conditional, but make sure that you know which clause belongs to if clause and which clause belong to main clause. If you happen to read this, use present tense in the if clause. So if clause is used with present simple tense, and will is used with a main clause right here. Okay, so I think you can do this one, and on Wednesday I will give you the answer for this. Okay, all right, so let's go to lesson D, finding solutions. This is reading. um, what I want you to do right here is to read many different kinds of homes. Actually just only three, but you probably have some more, your own dream house, dream home that you want to wish to live in the future. Okay, so you can have this idea, but I want you to take a look at these three types or three kinds of houses or homes. Okay, so we have the recycled tie house, the found object house, and the greenhouse. So you probably don't really understand what it is exactly, right? So it doesn't matter, just go through the text and read, and you will know exactly uh, which one is, or the meaning of the recycled tile house, the found object house, and the greenhouse. Okay, so when you read this, when you finish reading this, I'd like you to go to part C. You don't need to read again, but I want you to answer to the 6 questions right here. Okay, so read and answer to the 6 question in part C. Okay, don't worry. I will give you the answers later. No worry about this. Okay, and yeah, try to read, and if you don't understand some kind of words, you can use your own dictionary and check, find out exactly what it means. Okay. All right. This is about another piece of homework. Okay. And let's go to the last activity, listening. I'm not going to writing or speaking. Okay. So in this part, I would like you to listen. All right, to find out the two award winners. One is Taylor, and the other one is Gabriela. Okay. So what you need to do is to listen and write T for Taylor, and G for Gabriela. So which statement belongs to which person? All right, so just write T for Taylor and G for Gabriela. All right, and after you finish listening to part A, and I would like you to listen once again to find out in part B, because these sentences are false, or let's say they are wrong, so you have to listen and correct the information. All right, as you can see right here, the first one is $900, but actually it's not $900, but it's about $9,000. So this is the first example, and then you can do number 2, 3, 4 by listening to the audio that I attach you on Friday, and on Wednesday next session I will give you the answer for this one. All right, okay, and I will not go to writing and speaking because it's pretty hard to go through, so I would like to end the conversation with you right now. Actually, that is indirect conversation because I just have the voice recording and you don't have any physical conversation with me at all. All right, so that's it for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for your attention and your participation. If you have any questions, please leave your questions in a comment below, or you can go to our Telegram group chat. That's it for today. Thank you so much, everyone. Good